Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. I'm starting off with a Spori kill number 37. This is progress video number 47, getting closer to that 50 mark, and Atas to start us off, so sets the tone nicely. Okay, Dagonoth King has been doing quite a lot of them last few progress videos, decided to have a go at soloing them, and thought at first it might be quite difficult, but funnily enough, on task I found soloing BKs even easier than just duoing them off task. Actually, I think the rotation you do works really well, so pretty much if you don't know, you go into the room and you kill Supreme instantly, then you lure X to this safe spot near the ladder, and then you kill Prime, go over to the other side of the room and just try and get out of the range of Supreme. If he does, then spawn again. Pretty much, like, it takes you only 3 of them to set it up, and it's quite easy to kind of recover if it goes wrong too. So yeah, enjoyed my solo trips at DKs, but just hoping I can get drops. Haven't had a Berserker ring or a Archer ring in quite a while. Just had the rubbish Rings of Life, Warrior rings, and yeah, that was a skeletal top from Dagonoth Prime, so sort of a drop, I guess. Not the worst drop you can get, at least it is worth a little bit. It's better than getting one of the troll drops, at least, or one of the rare drop tables. This was the last kill of my first ever solo trip, so 64 kills I believe, or 62 kills, something like that, and an uncut emerald. Yeah, cheers. No drops unfortunately, apart from that skeletal top on the first trip, but good to get it out of the way, and going to finish the task at Dagonoth Kings, I think, so we'll be back shortly for a solo trip. And latest trip, this is trip number 2, so just trying to get some footage of any drops I get in. A Dragon Axe, not too bad, from Dagonoth Rex, but I've had loads of them. I think I must have had over 10 or 12 Dragon Axes in my time, but I just can't seem to get one of those rings, or one of the valuable rings at least anyway. Maybe my luck was too good on the first 200 kills, so I've got to wait ages now to get some more good luck, but yeah, Dragon Axe to start this trip. The Archer ring is worth nearly 5 mil, I think, so it's a very good one to get, but I got instead an Archer helm, so a bit of a troll. Thought for a second it was an Archer ring, although the colour of the text suggested it wasn't anyway. But yeah, I guess it is a drop from Supreme, so could have been worse, I guess. Could have been like a Ring of Life from Rex, but yeah, a bit annoying. Dragon Axe from Dagonoth Supreme, so Dragon Axe number 2 of the trip. Still can't score one of those prestigious rings, but yeah, still pleased to at least have hit the drop table. And a hard clue scroll from that Dagonoth task. They drop them quite commonly, I think 1 in 42 Dagonoth Kings, and got a Master Clue. Eventually got to the end of that Master Clue, got there so long sometimes, and it was 526k, no unique, but you can't argue with that value at all. And another Master Clue, back to back, 70k from the clue itself, but yeah. And yeah, disappointing, 540k, still no unique, but money anyway. Can we do back to back Master Clue? No, you can't, 149k. Spori kill count 38 to 104, so not quite the PB. The PB was the bottomless compost bucket as well, so that was perhaps why, but Azel and Poison Ivy, not what we're looking for. And 40k from that. Lots of hard clue scrolls to come in this video, as if you do slay it, that's what happens. And you also may get a whip occasionally, yeah, my whip RNG very good lately. About another 400 kills for that one from the Abbey Demons. And this hard clue, a couple of rares in that, but 33k overall. And this task meant 700 complete for me, 450 bonus points. I would have more if I didn't have to buy another rune pouch because of my stupidity when I was doing the rune crafting grind, but a nice little bonus there, gives us quite a few more skips in the tank, and shouldn't have to deal with too many bad tasks. 86 Herblore means I can now +4 boost with the Botanical Pie to make super combats. That's very nice for pretty much everything melee related. Another rare from a hard clue, but worth nothing, 29k overall. Number 553 in a back-to-back rare, the same item. Not what we wanted, but Spori got me a bit close there, 20 HP. Azel and Magic Seed, that's nice, 125k in the bank. $63k, pretty standard there. got myself a Jad Slayer task and thought I would properly attempt the fight cave. So my fire cave before, I actually got one of my friends to do it because I didn't know how to do Jad. Problem was I hadn't actually tried Jad before, so like you don't even know unless you've tried. And thought I would this time because I got a Slayer task and I've obviously got very good stats and I can use the Slayer helm, and it would probably end up being a lot easier than it probably would be on a lower level. This is probably the hardest wave, I think wave 60, where you get the double ranges. So I managed to deal with that quite well actually. As you can see here, just using the safe spotting feature and trapping the melee guy there, kill the major, or trying to at least. And yeah, so the fight caves in general, then the first kind of 30 waves are quite straightforward, and then after wave 31 you have the major spawns, so you pretty much have to keep your protection prayers up every single wave. After that it does get a bit trickier past wave 53 when you get to one of each combat style spawning, but otherwise it's kind of pretty straightforward. And using this safe spot, I use the Italy Rock safe spot. I'd highly recommend using that, as you can pretty much do what I did there, use the mechanics of the area just to like trap the melee guys behind the major, and eventually. But yeah, I mean, this was my first kind of proper attempt, I'd say, at the fight caves, and didn't make too many mistakes, didn't use that many supplies as you can see in the run-up, but of course my stats are very good, and like, you know, I'm not attempting it on an account with like 70 range and 1 defense. So yeah, I know here that where Jad is going to spawn, got that marked there already, so that's denoted by the level 45 on wave 3 that spawns, or where this major is right now. And here comes Jad, and yeah, I'm fairly comfortable with the flicks. You might not think that judging by this first clip, but I do usually know what I'm doing. And so I should pray mage here, and then I switched back to range and I took damage somehow. I thought though, when I watched it here, I thought I'd actually switched to mage there, and I thought there I'd have blocked the attack, but obviously I was either a tick too early or a tick too late, so got smacked for an 86, and I guess if I'd have had lower HP that would have been the fight caves over for me, but obviously I'd angled up, brewed up. So I was fine. There's a funny one, that one. I thought I'd got that one right, and I think that's just I had what they call Jad hands. I just panicked a little bit, but then I managed to keep my composure for the rest of the Jad fight, and actually managed to do it fairly straightforward. Actually, I'll just get to the healer section in a moment and explain to you exactly what I did there. So yeah, about halfway through the fight, and the healers are now coming to Jad. So a lot of people struggle with this phase because you have to just keep your focus on actually changing your prayers, checking your HP is not too low. But the healers do heal Jad pretty much back to full HP very quickly. So you've got to attack them all once to stop them from being able to heal him. So what I did is simply equip a Chin Chomper, throw it at Jad, or throw it at one of the healers if you want. Make sure you're changing your prayers the whole time. So I throw one Chin Chomper there, got one of them off him, and then throw one Chin Chomper at Jad, and it attacks 3 of them, and boom, they're all off him, just like that. Don't need to worry too much, but yeah, change your prayer, let them come to you, change your prayer again, get yourself to full HP, and then you continue the fight as normal. I think that's kind of how you deal with this phase. Obviously I am a higher level, so the healers don't do as much damage to me, and if I was a lower level they might do more. I'd seen a few methods where you block the healers, but I think just for starters and using the stats that I've got, this method was very effective, and the rest of the fight was a fair breeze, to be honest. Didn't make any more mistakes actually. That first one, so the second hit of the fight was my first and only bad prayer flick, but of course if it was lower level it would have cost me the fight caves in about an hour of my time. But anyway, just a bit of advice there to anyone who is struggling on this phase. Bring Chin Chompers with you and chuck them at Jad, as there's a chance, as you saw there, that you can aggro the healers all in the same tick, or it took me 2 attacks to get them all on me, and then the fight continues as normal. And then a massive blowpipe peel there. Lovely bit of good RNG, and of course if you're on Slayer task you're going to hit Jad pretty hard. And that was it. That was my first Jad task and first actual fire cape done by me. Can we get the pet? No, not quite. Not going to gamble the cape yet, but if we do get future Jad tasks, I will do them if I can. Try not to die, and then gamble the cape and try and get myself a lovely Jad pet. Back to the clue scrolls, good old Slayer grind. First tile clue scroll for a while, 552 for 55k. And nice one from the next one, Ancient D'hide Boots, 1 million total for the clue. And decent one there too, some teleport scrolls. Explory kill count number 40, new personal best, 47 seconds, love it. Much improved. Can we get a second bottomless compost bucket to make up for it? I've got to clear your inventory first, Sam. Broke my dry streak at the Dagonoth Kings, got myself my second Sears ring from Dagonoth Prime. The first one was quite early I think, but the second one not for another 300 kills or so. Probably the third worst ring of the lot, but at least it breaks that dry streak anyway, and hopefully we can get some more luck. Another hard clue scroll, 107k Rune Shield H1. I wish the collection log had updated a bit earlier, because I'm probably not that far away from getting most clue items by now, I would say. Blister Spring from Demonic Gorillas, not exactly the drop we wanted, but never mind. Another drop from Zora. This one took me by a lot of surprise. Serpentine Visage almost. My last unique was quite recent, I think it was only like 20-30 kills ago, so we can transform that one to Scales and fill the blowpipe for another few days of Slayer, or a few shamans, let's just say, something like that. Just training a little bit of thieving. It is my lowest skill, so just doing that in some of the spare time. Level 75, need to get that up quite a bit for future elite diaries, so like level 91 I think is what you need. Back to Demonic Gorillas and another set of Ballista Limbs. Yes, 3 rares in a row. No Zenites in either, so yeah, give me one, those orange things. Lovely alcohols there. And an elite clue scroll. Decent there, Zami page. I remember when they used to be worth the mill. It's raining unique set to Demonic Gorillas, but not the one we wanted. But a heavy frame, the first one of those that I've got. I will take it though, as it is a unique. It's one I haven't got before. Hard clue scroll. And 92k. So I've been doing all of my Black Demon tasks here at the Demonic Gorillas. Durido assigns Black Demons quite a lot, so maybe use him or even Steve if you're looking to get some. And then I've got the extensions too, so you pretty much always get more than 200, and it does take a while to do. I was getting 40 to 50 kills per hour, so it is taking, 4 to 5 hours minimum, but yeah, it's worth it for those orange things. And of course the hard clues you get from Gorillas 2, 1 in 100, and another Zami page, 298k in total. Back to the old farming boss, so pretty much doing this now just for the XP, chance of the pet, and Atas seeds as well for my herb runs. And Kronos and Avanto, 2 very useless items. We'll try again in 32 hours. Okay, got another Demonic Gorillas task, and we wouldn't be denied, as there it was, got that one on picture. Zenite Shard, another 14 mil to the bank, though they are crashing a lot at the moment, but still, that's a generous sum of money. And guess what happened just a few kills later? Yes, lots of Demonic Gorilla rares this video, and after eventually getting this one slain, it was Zenite Shard number 2 of the trip, and that was literally just like 12 kills in, I think. So yeah, amazing bit of RNG on that one. I'm not going to complain at all about any of the other rares now. This was one of probably the best ever trips I've done, I think, of PVM in old school RuneScape. So did I think over 50 kills that trip. I'm just going to show the profit and why these things, if you don't do them, please start doing them. The profit you can make is ridiculous. So yeah, just like 29 mil just from the Zenites, and they're not too hard to learn, to be honest. It takes a few trips to not get slapped every time, but after a while it becomes second nature, and it'll improve your PVM skills a lot. It's improved my PVM loads, and it's helped me out with things like Zora, and yeah, I feel very comfortable. I'm going to be doing tons of these in the future to double my bank. 81 fletching just quickly coming in there out of the blue. Thought I'd just get that level, so probably 85 I think, or even 90 long term target for fletching for the elite diary. 87 Herblore just coming in very shortly, so on the road I think to 90, to be honest. I think 90 is the level for super combats, and also one of the potions in Chambers of Xeric, which perhaps planning to do at some point in the future, when I think I'm confident enough to do it, or if I can find a team that can help teach me do it. But yeah, just using the Cadantons with Plant and getting loads of XP. A mini quest I had been putting off for a while was doing the Mage Arena 2, so it's a little bit intimidating actually. You have to wander around the wilderness into a bunch of dangerous areas and use the thing that uses master clues like the locator orb. Basically it's hot and cold, and you have to find a spot for 3 different bosses and then kill them all with a particular god spell. They're quite strong too, they do hit you quite hard, but I got myself the imbued Saradomin cape. That'll help out a lot at Zora and other mage stuff. Back to Skatizo for a bit, just using some of those totems. The Arclight charges do get shredded, I will say, by those Demonic Gorilla tasks, so it's important just to do the old Skatizo kill, which you can do on the same task anyway. And of course he drops hard clues, so going to do the one instantly, and 162k purple sweets. Now Skatizo kill number 12, and another ancient shard, some rune plate, what is that time, and of course the prestigious hard clue scroll, which we eventually finished and got ourselves 184k more purple sweets, and 76k more purple sweets, Final Espori of the video, 42,109, not too bad, could have been better. And Atas and Lantern, Atas is what we want. And to wrap up the Gorilla RNG this video, it's another Zenite, number 3 of the video. I think that's 9 times we've hit the rare drop table here at Gorillas. And just to finish with this hard clue skull to end the video, 227k. That is it for another progress video. Lots of stuff done in this one, a range of stuff really. Standard Slayer clues, things like Skatizo, Demonic Gorillas, and skilling as well with like a Herbal and a Thieving, then a Major Arena 2 quest, but probably the Fire Cave, probably the highlight of this, although I know my combat and stats are very good and too good probably for the Fight Caves to find it much of a challenge, but I still did find Jad a challenge. I can see why so many people struggle with it, because it's so easy to be nervous, and like when the healers come you panic, and it only takes really one flick to miss and you're dead pretty much. Like obviously my HP was brewed up when I got smacked at 86, but any lower than I could have easily been died in one hit. And yeah, I think I'll do all my Jad tasks now at the Fight Case. Well, I'm not going to try the Inferno yet, maybe one point in the future, but it just looks like impossible. I've watched a few full runs of it, and yeah, it doesn't look too fun. Really pleased with the account's progress, well, to be fair, through the whole lockdown, and my PVM skills have got so much better, and I think it probably just proved to me that you need to try these bosses and you need to die a few times to them, because that's actually how you learn. I mean, things like Cerberus, Abyssal Sire, Zulrah, Volkarth, even not really Volkarth too much, but Zulrah especially, you learn a lot really from your deaths and how to avoid them, and the moment you learn sort of how to stop dying to bosses, then you learn the most efficient ways to get all the DPS in. But I think the key is with, yeah, things like Zulrah especially, just stop dying to it first, and then focus on like getting your damage in and stuff like that. Thank you very much for tuning in as always. Of course, there's going to be loads more PVM to come in this series, looking to try as many different things as I can, and just keep getting drops, to be honest, and keep getting money on the account. Like the bank is going up rapidly at the moment, and with a few more good drops, I know they won't be able to afford a Twisted Bow soon, although I'm probably going to have to liquidate my bank if I want to do that. But yeah, maybe leave the TiVo for another day, or you never know, could go Chambers and get myself one. So yeah, thank you very much for watching the video as always. Hope you're all doing okay at the moment, and I'll see you in the next one.